Just give me 1 minute. All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the live stream. Today is 23 of October 2025 and we are just gonna do a live. So first thing first, can you guys hear me clearly? Voice test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Morning, morning. Walaikum salam. Someone just like already captured 110 pips. Wow. I thought I will sell then gold started bullish on daily time frame. Okay. Good morning. Looking good, guys. Thank you so much. It is a bullish fake out on gold right now. What? Don't think so. Let it come down. Let it create some kind of support, and then just go for another buy. So let's just like break down the chart from the higher time frame to lower time frame. Let me just see this daily candle just like right now in a bullish form. Wow. Let me just like remove these all things. So first thing first, just like need to remove these all things. I'm just like gonna take this high of the daily and the low of the daily, and okay, oh damn, okay, here we are. So let's just like flip from daily time frame to h4. H4 just like rejecting right now. Wow, we're just like having like a resistance and us on the left hand side, and we are having like a support on the left hand side. Let's just like go towards h1. H1, the previous h1 actually do not have a bottom wick. Is it coming down to create some bottom wick and then it will continuously pushing upside? Who knows that? But we'll see. We are just having like a resistance. The next resistance could be somewhere here. Let's just flip from h1 to m30. Oh, m30 just do not have a bottom wick. Look at this one. Look at this one. The m30 actually do not have a bottom wick. Okay. So 30-minute just like retracing, but it's just like retrace more than 50% of the previous candle. So let's see. I would say just like need to flip from 30-minute to 50-minute time frame, and if you just like look at this 50-minute time frame, you know what, if this current candle start flipping, break its opening price, it could continuously pushing upside. But for that we just like need some kind of confirmation. So we are just like having like a resistance here, and here we are having like a support. I'm just like taking that the current support area actually. So we'll see what price is like going to be behave in this area actually. So just like need to wait here. We just like go to our resistance. The session trend is just like clearly showing a bullish momentum in it. We can see this one. So m15, m30, it's like Thursday as well, so I'm expecting volume actually. So as far as it will like remain above this area, it will continuously pushing upside. We'll see. We'll see. Just like waiting right now. We're just having like a resistance and we are having like a support here. So someone just like secured 300 pips. Wow. Really nice. Look at this 5-minute candle. This 5-minute actually do not have a bottom wick. And the previous 30-minute candle just like do not have a bottom wick as well. But that was a bullish candle and it's like a bearish candle. So it's just like not showing a bearish structure in it. So just like need to wait a little more. Might be we just like gonna get something there. Just like need to wait a little more. We'll see how this 50 minutes is about to be closed. So then I will think about to give my trade a chance. Let's see. Let it form support. Did you take any trades today, Cass? Yeah, I just like took one trade during Asian. Actually, it's just a mistake. I took here a sell, but this candle did not break below this previous candle low. So yeah, it could be some kind of a mistake I have just done on my mobile, because my mobile, I was just like expecting might be just like broke the low, but reality just like didn't broke the low. It's a wrong click, early execution I would say, but I just like close it. What will happen if I just like never close it? I just like go with a small lot size. I never do Asian mostly, but these days every time just having like a volume in it. Look at this one, just like move more than 600 pips from this area, but I just like manage the risk, just lose a minor loss, $26 just. Already had a lower lot size. So let's see. M15 just about to be close. Yes, it's just like rejecting. Look at the rejection, look at the size of the body, small body. You know what, if this candle create a week and break the previous candle high, I would like to give my trade a chance, because it's just like breaking above the previous 30-minute high, which actually do not have a bottom wick. Look at this one. If we just like start flipping and break above the high, there is a probability it could continuously pushing upside. Just like looking at 30-minute time frame right now, do not have a bottom wick. Yeah, just see, this candle should have to be create a wick first. So could be go with from the range actually. What should be the next target? Let me just like look at on the okay. So we are having like the another resistance right after 100 pips, and if there's just like a lot of volume, it will keep continuously pushing upside somewhere here. Yeah, this makes sense. Let's see. Maybe it will form a small bullish candle, possible impulse entry scenario after the 15-minute close. Let's see the way just like showing volume, the bullish momentum in it. If this current candle create a wick and break above the high, very high probability we will continuously pushing upside, but depending on the higher time frame. 30-minute, look at this 30-minute H1 still open. Look at 30-minute time frame. 30-minute, the previous 30-minute just like do not have a bottom wick. As far as it will be like respecting the previous candle low, it could continuously pushing upside. So we'll see. Price is also at 4-hour resistance, doesn't matter. 4-hour resistance, nothing 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 to worry about 4-hour. If there's a volume and lower time frame just like giving us the confirmation, there's a probability it will continuously pushing upside. Okay, waiting for the support to buy. Is that correct by us? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, waiting, create structure. Yes, did you trade today? I already explained that. Morning. Walaikum salam. Have you taken a trade, Kaisa bhai? I just like already explain it. I secured 280 pips in pre-London. Wow, should have like shut down the screen actually, Mr. Shafin. If you just like go 280 pips, the trade Raja bro took. I was looking for same, but candle didn't make lower. We can just go bullish in just few seconds. So intuitionally, sometimes you just know, the way it was just like moving. Look at this one. The candle just like do not have a bottom wick as well. If you just like do not have a upper wick, it's also do not have a bottom wick. See this one, it's just like clearly showing a very strong bullish momentum in it. If I was on a chart, might be I also took this trade, to be honest. So go as a dynamic risk. So look at this candle size, look at the volume, look at the way it just like pushing. So intuitionally with experience you can execute on this one, but with experience, my cat hairs are everywhere. Wow, he must be rub his head to the mic. Okay. Do you take one session? Yeah, just do that. Yes, he says in his Instagram he puts buy stop then go. Oh wow. So just like place buy stop here and buy stop just like activated and continuously pushing in this direction. I'm also waiting for some structure to form, or will enter buy if current candle breaks the high of previous candle. We'll see. That makes sense actually. To wait for forming support would be the best now. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Even this candle just like broke this low. It could continuously pushing downside, but I will wait for the candle to be closed, to be honest. If I just like wanted to take a sell, I would like to see some kind of a counter trade setup actually. That makes sense for me. This month trading with you, and by following discipline I passed my wow, I must pass my pips challenge. Thanks for helping to make my self discipline. Very nice, very nice. Congratulations. You just like done with this with discipline and with the education. Hello, testing 1 2 3. Sound check. Okay, it's working fine now. Okay, how much do you charge for one-on-one session? Rohit, just like need to send me a message on my Instagram. Just waiting support for for buys. Raja Bank still not. What? What still not? M30 closing in small bearish candle forming would be best for impulse buys with London Open. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. What do you look for before having a bias, like whether we should buy or sell? Just look at this one. Kind of just like continuously pushing upside, and now we just like we can see easily that the current session trend is just like bullish one. So we're just like waiting for some kind of support to be formed. So it's just like a very simple to understand. We just like break down the chart from the higher time frame to lower time frame. Then we saw that market just like pushing to the upside. So market always moves in waves actually. So if you just like created a resistance, and after that if you just like going to be create some kind of support, there's a very higher probability it's just like gonna continuously pushing upside. And you know what, one thing one thing which I'm just like looking for as well, look at this h1, size of the h1. And if you just guys remember the previous 2 days, what is just happening with the previous 2 days? Can anyone notice that one? With the opening of London, what gold just like doing with the previous 2 days? Can anyone notice that? What tanking? Fake out and go downwards at London opening. Yes. From the previous 2 days, I'm just like noticing this one. Market just like creating just like before opening of London. It's just like creating a one bearish candle, and then just like continuously pushing downside. This is what happening actually. But let's see if it's but for that the the next candle did not break above the previous candle high. So let's see, look at this one. Let me just show you. hmm. This one, look at this one. This candle is a 30 minute. Let me just look at 50-minute time frame. Okay, this candle, when it just like broke above this resistance area, a strong bullish candle, 150-minute bearish candle. The next candle didn't even break above the previous candle high and continuously pushing down. So look at this one again. The previous days when we just like trading, look at this one. This candle just like continuously pushing upside, then one candle, and then it's just like continuously pushing downside. So just like happening from previous 2 days actually. You know what, yeah, this one, we just like took a buy here. Where this just the hell is just gone? Yeah, this one. If you guys remember that one, we just like took a buy here. It's just like 120 pips just like went in our favor, didn't create a wick, then it's just like continuously pushing to a downside. This is what happening from previous 2 days with the opening of London session. So let's see what gonna happen today. But for that, if we just like wanted to take a sell, the next candle should not break above the high of the previous candle. If it's just like going to break above the high of the previous candle, then very less probability it will going to be react in the same way. But let's see what gonna happen. There's just like 6 minutes left for the candle to be closed, and I'm just like eagerly waiting for the candle to be closed. Let's see how this 15 minutes just like about to be closed. So with the opening of London, if I can give my trade a chance, I will just go with that one. Yeah, selling pressure high if 30-minute close bearish. Then how about impulse sell on breaking low of previous? Yeah, it's just like a risky one. You know what? H1 just like still open. I'm just like looking for this one. If I just like wanted to take a sell, you know what? This candle which is like going to be closed as exhaustion candle with a long rejection wick with a small bearish candle. So sells only make sense if I just like go to a candle which is like broke below this low. If the candle create a wick and break below this low, then there's a higher probability it could continuously pushing downside below this area. Still we are above this area actually. So we'll see if I just like wanted to go for sells, we'll see below this area. And might be, you know what, might be, you know what, if it will be great if there's some kind of 150-minute candle just like close in a bearish form, another candle just like close in a bullish form, then the next candle creator we can break the low. That makes sense for the cells, and it will be also like a counter trade setup, and h1 also respecting will gonna respect our actually structure there. So it's like a tricky one, I would say, just like waiting right now. We'll see. So 5 minutes left for this candle to be closed. Look at this H1. Wow, higher time frame. This candle should have to be closed nearby this area. That will be great. Wow, pushing down. So pre-London before 2 days making then when London opened with volume follow trend. Yeah, exactly. As yesterday on daily price made a huge rejection to downside, then it was trying to go bullish. So I thought I will buy, but later it kept down. What do I do in that situation? Just wait for the proper structure to be formed, buddy. Just wait for the proper structure. You just like set some bias. Now just do not, I would say don't go behind the market. Don't go like don't change your bias if market just like signaling you something different. Just stick with your plan. And if it just like never appeared on the chart, don't force yourself for the execution. Just like keep your things in a simple way. I think we'll be bullish because broke yesterday in NY session. What you think? Let's see. Look at this one. Look at this M30 just about to be closed. 3 minutes left. You know what? If this 30-minute candle just like going to be closed below the previous candle low, somewhere here. If this candle, so it will be also like a counter trade setup. It will be also like a counter trade setup. Then what I just like needed there, I just like needed a candle should have to be create a wick, break the low, and will continuously pushing downside. And for that, this candle should have to be break the low of the previous candle actually. H1, look at this H1, wow, damn, what a long rejection. Going to be closed in 2 minutes, just like a very tricky, and just like need to be very cautious about this execution. Just like looking at this one, just waiting, just like waiting right now. 4105 is strong support, 4105. So we'll see if it's just like a strong support. We'll see. I'm just like looking at higher time frame. Look at the rejection with the long rejection wick. The candle create a wick, break the low. Stop loss could be small, but I think so. Wow, look at this one. Still 2 minutes left for the candle to be closed. It has rejected more than 80% of the previous candle, and H1 is also exhausted. Yeah, this is something I'm also looking for, Chutney. Yeah, stars to seems risky trade. Better to lower the load size in the trade. Yeah, if you just like getting scared, lower the load size. But look at the plan. Just look at the plan. Just like 1 minute left for this candle to be closed. Just like 1 minute left. Candle size is big, but the volume decreasing as it is just like not decreasing the volume, it's the volume hitting the market. That's why just like move like 300 pips and then it's just like retrace 300 pips. So what is also happening from the previous 2 days with the opening of London, I'm also keeping that thing in my mind, looking at H1 time frame. I'm just like gonna keep my stop loss small actually with this structure. It's kind of very risky one. We just like going to play with the fire. So 1 minute or few seconds left for the candle to be closed. Okay. Should we wait for the next second? Okay, sales drop, big fill. Your observation, we'll see. Can you explain again how would take sell? Wow, look at this one. So look at 30-minute time frame. 30 minutes just like lows above the previous candle high. 15 minutes just like bigger than the previous candle size. M30 H1. I'm just like looking at H1 actually. If it just like create a wick or break the low, will be great. Will be great. As far as it will respect the previous candle low, we will be in bullish form. So H1 just like created a wick. If it just like broke the low, it could be a drop. Wow. So it will be risky. I'm gonna risk a little money like $50 to $60, $70 actually, that makes sense. Already up like $14 to $1300 on this account. So we'll see. You know what? Now this is a situation we are having two scenarios. Number one, I'm just like gonna take a sell if this H1 like break the low of the previous H1. That makes sense to me. Or rather than that, if 50-minute candle just like going to be closed with small body, or a 50-minute just like going to create some kind of small support and then broke below that support and H1 just like breaking below the previous candle low, that also makes sense to me, to be honest. So it's the opening of London right now and I'm just like watching it. Just like need to understand one more thing. You know what? Uh, Look at the size of this candle. Look at the size of this candle. Now look at the size of this candle. See, the selling pressure just like getting larger and larger. But for sell only makes sense if we just break this low of H1, or if this 50-minute just like create some kind of support and then broke below the support, that makes sense. And if this 50-minute candle just like going to be closed with a healthy body, if it's just like going to be closed with a healthy body, then there is just buys. Then there's a very higher probability, then we just like gonna go for the wick fill structure. So very tricky one. It's like a very tricky one and very educational. The profit we just like gonna make here, the loss we just like gonna make here, it will just like going to give you some kind of information. It's just like a very important thing to make notes today actually. Let's see. Okay, let me just look at YouTube. Okay, wick fill. Is that Lupin who stolen the jewelry in Paris? What? You Your observation. Okay, can you explain again? It would take and why volume high probability best setup waiting. Okay, maybe 1 hour the previous candle low and then go bullish for wick fill. Let's see. M15 candle next okay, waiting for the next 50-minute to use if support will be created. If 50-minute close bullish, then we take buy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Just like waiting right now. It will be more great if this 50 minutes just like going to be create some kind of a strong bullish candle. That will be great, definitely. You know what, if this candle just like rotates more than 50% of the previous candle, then there's just like no sells. It should have to be create like a small wick and then broke the low. That makes sense. As it's just like continuously pushing upside, it just like rotates more than 50%, then there is just like no sells, then we will just go with the buys only. and we'll wait for this 50-minute to be closed. Which time frame 1 hour low should be broken? Which time frame 1 hour low? What kind of question this is? Another possible is that 50-minute will forming support and go up again. Yeah, we just also have that scenario in our mind. Raja say if there is no wick, there is no range for price to go. But at same time, if there is a big wick, it's a rejection. So how do I identify rejection? Is it like if a wick is bigger than the candle, it's rejection? Yeah, exactly. If the size of the candle is just like bigger than the wick, then it's a rejection wick. So it's exhaustion candle actually. So I feel like we have break a major resistance on left side. If current candle respected the low of previous low and current M15 closes bullish, buys would be good. Yeah, that makes sense definitely. But we'll see how this candle just like about to be closed. This H1 just like look at this one. You know what? If I just like wanted to take a sell, I don't want to see this current candle should be retraced this much. I would like to see a candle which just like create a minor wick, something like that, and then broke the low, so it will continuously pushing upside. So as it's just like pushing upside, so it's just like now having a less probability it will come down and break the low. And for sells now, I would like to see 110% a counter trade setup in this situation. So we're just like pushing upside right now. Look at this one. Damn volume. Opening of London, 30 minutes still open. Let's see. Just like need to wait for the 50-minute to be closed. If we close above this area, that also makes sense for the buys. Or if we just like create a support and below that support, that also makes sense for the sells actually. So let's see. Very tricky one. Such a tricky. Wow, above this area is like a clean traffic. Wow, look at this one. Interesting. Okay, just waiting. We are having a support now. Might be, might be just like gonna be a support. Let's see. Just waiting. We are entering into opening of London right now, and I'm just like waiting right now. Now for sales, I would like to see some kind of counter test setup. Rather than that, I'm just like not gonna take a sell. Suppose that this can just start rejecting and break the low. I'm just like not gonna take sells here. Now the way how H1 just like retraces, look at this one. Now I would like, if I just like wanted to go for the sells, I would like to see a candle should have to be create some support, and the next candle broke and closed below the support, so then I can give my trade a chance for sells. Till right now, if it's just like going to be closed with like some kind of a strong bullish body, I will just like gonna go with the buys actually. Yes, it's a tricky one. Don't trap into it. Just wait for more confirmation here. I feel we break. Okay, if price breaks 1428 with high volume, I think that could be a good buy considering London open volume. Yeah, you know what? I also looking at this 30-minute time frame. If this current candle break above the previous 30-minute high, it also could be impulse entry for the continuation. So we'll see. We'll see. I think so. Still, it's just like fighting with the scenarios which we are just having right now. But there is still we don't have any kind of structure form. So I'm just like waiting for some structure to be formed. If something never happened, what I actually wanted to see on the chart, I'm not gonna give my trade a chance. I will never gonna give my trade a chance. Make sense? So there's just like more than 180 people just like watching right now, and I'm just having like a 41 likes on YouTube. Wow, guys, hit the like button. Crazy volume nowadays. Yeah, exactly. What the name of this drawing tool? It's a zoom function actually. So waiting for the retest at 4105 level is invalid. We just like need some confirmation. Well, let's see how this candle just like about to be closed. Let's see if this candle just like going to be closed with small body somewhere here, and then next candle creator we can break the low. Here you go. I don't know why, but today I feel like with London Open volume, good confidence setup will appear. We'll see. I grow $50 to 150 in 2 weeks just using SRC concept. Goat mentor. Oh, great. What if this candle break its own low and previous candle low? Can we go with no? No sell still right now. There is just like no sell still right now. You have to be patient in this situation. Just be patient, relax, chill. Don't try to force yourself. Just like look at the chart, look at the candles, read the candles. Where is the probability you just like gonna get some chunks? If the probability appear, then just like jump in. If nothing happen there, nothing appear there, don't try to force yourself for the execution. Relax, chill. What if the support creates with a long wick of the green candle and we want to take a buy trade? What? Support created with a long wick, then again, it's a exhaustion candle. No buys here. Sells make sense. Impulse entry. Impulse entry. Look at this one. Very risky one, but we'll have to give my trade a chance as a counter trade setup. Till right now, nothing for me. Just looking at this one. H1 exhaustion candle, M30, close bearish, M15 going to be close in 5 minutes. The way just like rejecting it, just like going to be close with a small body. Next candle create a wick, break the low. Here you go with the opening of London session. Might be if you just like break the low, it's like a counter trade setup for us. And also if there's just like a volume, then it should also break the low of the previous H1. If it just like once broke the low of the previous H1, this is a clean traffic you are having with you. So just like wait 5 more minutes. Okay, if price breaks 1428 with a high volume, I think that okay, I just already answered that one. Cash, I feel you have really high win rate. Why? Why you like feel that? But when this M15 will close weak bullish with a long rejection wick and the next candle will break the low, it could be a sell. Definitely, we just have our counter trade setup then, and depending on the previous H1, which is like, just like close with a small body with the exhaustion candle, it could continuously pushing downside down. And right now we are sitting with the opening of London as well. So it's like very important to wait and see how this candle just like about to be closed. And in the same way, if this candle just like going to be closed with a healthy body, here you go for the buys. That's it. Today we have the name of the game. Patience. Yeah, exactly. Just wait, wait, and wait. What if supports create with the long wick of the green candle and we want to take a buy? Why you just like want to do something, Shoaib, Mr. Shoaib Tariq? There's nothing you can do what you just like wanted. You cannot predict the market. You are not a market maker. So just like take action. What you just like quote on the charts. So just like print scenarios in your mind and wait for the things to be happen as you just like wanted to see. Once it just like appear, then just like go for that with that structure. Otherwise, just like stay away from it. Casper per daily and 4 hour is bullish. We'll see. We'll see. Just like waiting for some confirmation here. Sabur guys, waiting is so uncomfortable. It make trauma to our psychology, but that's the business here. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Arm, Mr. 244X, you just like write the right answer. Cass, did you face revenge trading problem in starting? And if you face, then how to handle? Just like stick with 1 to 2 rules, 1 to 2 trade a day. That's it. That's all you just like need to do with your like issue you are facing right now. Actually, how you feel when you start live stream and suddenly make chance you entry and gives you profit? What? It's just like very awesome feeling, I would say. We just like open the chart and make money in the next 15-20 minutes. Then all we just like need to do just close the chart and spend time with family and friends. That's it. Okay, so so wow, look at this one. My account is like expanding right now. There's just like more than 190 people just watching on live stream. YouTube. That's a love I'm just like getting from the people. All right. So just like waiting right now. M15 just about to be close. M15 just about to be close. Ba Mulaiza Hoshiar. Let's get ready. Just like 1 minute left. Just like 1 minute left for the candle to be closed, and this candle is about to be closed in 1 minute. And I think so the scenario which I just like already printed, a counter trade setup with a smaller time frame, that makes sense. So if this candle just like going to be closed with a small body, H1 just like in a exhaustion candle, look at this one, M15 about to be closed, and then if the next candle create a weak and break the low, depending on the London volume, it could be continuously pushing downside. And again, it's a probability which is like waiting for some structure to be formed, and here we are having some structure. Let's see. Still there's just like 20 seconds left, just like 20 seconds. I already secured 200 pips in pre-London, same trade as Raja. No waiting for London. Yeah, definitely Fizan, just stay here. You just like already make the money. Exactly, I blow out many accounts. I was consistent for a couple of days, seeing green number. Once you see red numbers, you start oversize and revenge. Okay, the 30 to 50 minutes just like close in with a small bullish candle now. Let's. I'm just like loading my sell, but for sell, you know what? The current candle again. I just like need a confirmation. This candle should be break below this area, and this candle should not be retrace more than 50% of the previous candle. If it just like retrace more than 50% of the previous candle, then no sells for me again. Let's see. All I just like need to see, this candle should have created a wick, which is like already created. Now if it just like broke the low, depending on London volume, we just like gonna continuously pushing downside. Stop loss will be above this area, and there is no business of this candle. If it just like break the low, then there is no business of this current candle to come back and break its own high. If it's just like come back and break its own high, trade will become invalid, and we just like will be get out from this trade. So just like waiting right now. London open volume, if it's just like gonna do the same thing what it's just like doing continuously from the previous 2 days, is it gonna happen today again? Yeah, it could be a great drop. If there's just like a volume, if the candle broke the low, broke this low, it could be a very strong drop. You know why? Because today is Thursday as well, so expecting volume. So here you go, we are having like a support now. That's our support. It's just like created a support. Look at this one, look at this one again, look at this one. It's just like retrace 50%. Is this retrace 50%? Yes, it's just like retrace almost like 50% or more than 50%. Let me just see this one. The candle just like 80 pip, and this candle retrace. Wow, 50% retracement. 50% retracement just like happened here. Okay, so I was just like reading the message here. Exactly, I blow many accounts. I was consistent for a couple of days, seeing green number. Once you see red numbers, you start oversize and revenge, and you blow account over and over again. Just stop it, just stop it, just don't do the same mistake. If you just like doing the same mistake again and again, you are just like gonna get the same results. Nothing gonna change there. So wow, it's like struggling right now, struggling right now, just struggling right now. If this candle remain above this area, if this 15 minutes is like going to be closed in a bullish form, you know what, then 30-minute going to be create a support here. If 30 minutes is like going to be create a support and close in a bullish form, buys will coming in, buys will coming in. These candles will blow accounts if there is no proper risk management. Yeah, exactly. See this one, I'm just like not executing on something. I'm just like continuously telling you guys what just like going on, what is just like happening, what I just like wanted to see, and when I just like wanted to give my trade a chance. So yeah. And one more thing, let me just tell you, let me add one more thing into it. So if this candle just like retrace more than 50% of the previous candle, I'm just like gonna add one more thing into your educational content. Look at this one. If it just like retrace more than 50% of the previous candle, and after that if you just like break the low of the previous candle, then I'm just like not gonna go with the impulse entry. Then you know what? If this current candle retrace more than 50% and break the low, this is another scenario I'm having with me. Let me just show you. Then I will wait for the candle which just like going to be create a wick and continuously pushing downside, and then it just like broke the low somewhere here. I'm just like not gonna go exit. Then I will wait for the candle to close. Once a candle just like closed, then with the next candle create a wick, break the low, then I can give my trade a chance. Make sense? Because if you just like wanted to go down, if they just like a volume, why it is just like standing here? Why it just like didn't create a wick, break the low? We are sitting with the London Open. It should continuously pushing downside. If it's just like not doing this thing, and if it's just like continuously push, look at this one. Now it just like rotates more than 50% of the previous candle. Now if the two scenarios now, the another two scenarios I'm just having with me. If the candle is like going to be closed in a bullish form in a 50 minute, that's mean 30 minutes just like going to be closed with a strong bullish candle. So high probability next candle create a wick and break above the high, we will retest the high. And for sells now, sells only make sense if candle just like broke the low and close below the low. Close. Now closing is just like very important for the sells. Right now, just buys. I can see buys now. Two scenarios again. Guess you are so disciplined. Yeah, no FOMO, guys. No FOMO. Just relax, chill. I'm just like continuously providing you the education. What could be happen? What you can do, where you can execute, where you should not be execute. So we just like continuously getting a proper education here. Just like look at this one. How I'm just like looking at the candles. How I'm just like reading the candles. What should be printed there for my execution? I'm just like not gonna execute until I just like got my confirmations there. I'm just like not gonna execute. So let's see. 10 minutes, actually like 9 minutes left for this 50 minute to be closed. It's like very important to see how this candle is like about to be closed. Now this candle will decide the bias actually. If this close in a bullish form, there will be a bias. If it's just like close in a bearish form, there will be a sell. That's it. Now the things just like the more we just like continuously pushing further, the more things just like giving us the clarity in it. Let's see. Sit on your hands. Yeah, super educational. Okay, why are you changing your bias every 15 minute? Can you just stick to? I'm just like not changing my bias. I'm just like not executing on something. I'm just like providing you the education what should be printed on the chart, and then we will just take action on that one. You know what? Why I'm just like continuously talking about this thing? One H1 candle which just like rejected with a long rejection, we close with a small body. That's why I just like need to go more deeper into it. Make sense? Okay. Okay, Kessel, now buy is also invalid. Let's see. This closure of candle will give us some sign. Only this candle will give us sign. What's just gonna happen? This will gonna give us a sign. Can you explain Rajas trade 1 hour execution without top week and broke high in very first minute? So he just like executed the way just like pushing upside, and he just like Chris was just like telling, he was just like place the buy stop here, and he was just like into a gym. It just like automatically activated, just got that notification, and it just like went in his favor. But also if he just like not on a if he's just like not in a gym, it also makes sense to go as a dynamic risk, the way just like pushing upside, do not have a bottom wick, also do not have a upper wick. Very strong bullish momentum clearly showing in it. Wow, look at this rejection again. This current candle will give us the signal what gonna happen next. This current candle, like very important to see how this candle just about to be closed. It's like very important. Can you candle rotates more than 50%? Yeah, rotates more than 50%. That's why just like didn't took any sell here. Just waiting, waiting, and waiting. If we wait, there's a probability we're just like gonna get paid. I'm just looking at 50. I'm 50. I'm 30 now. Yeah, if it's just like close in a strong bullish, like more healthier than the previous one, so 30 minutes just like going to give us some kind of a bullish candle here. So the candle, I'm just like gonna, I have a plan here actually. Might be I will go as a dynamic risk. Might be I will just like execute with the opening of candle. We'll see how this candle just like about to be close. I will try to go as a dynamic risk. If I just execute it somewhere here, stop loss will be below this candle low. The previous 30-minute low, how much it will be? It will be like 60 pips. So but I just like need to make a plan today. uh, how much I just like made on this account. I am up like it's just like a standing at $1,300. So can I risk like $150 today? It's Thursday. Makes sense. Let's see. Let's see if I can hold on with my $150 or just gonna lose this $150. Let's see. By depending on the size of account actually. Okay, let's see. I am ready to take a buy like Raja, but it isn't create any wick. Can you please? I just already explained that one, buddy. Yeah, definitely. Most of the time, just wait for the candle to be create some wick there. That makes sense. Bro, you set lot size on percentage or fix the lot size. It's just like on a percentage actually. Most of the time, I just like go with a percentage. Okay, so Muhammad Numan just like send me the chart here. What is this? Look at this chart. So what? Yes, executed a buy. It's like a dynamic risk, I would say. Never wait for like with the as I'm just like thinking right now. If this candle just like going to be close a strong body, I am thinking the same actually. You know what? I'm actually thinking the same. So 5 minutes left and look at the rejection. 5 minutes left. No sell still right now if this candle just like going to be close below this area, or if the next candle create a we can break below this area. There's just like no sell still right now. Okay, I'm just looking at okay, both M15 has respected the high and haven't broken. Didn't know why, but sells looking more likely after confirmation. Let's see. This current candle which is like going to be closed in 4 minutes. This will be the our confirmation candle. Just wait, wait, wait. What will you do when the 30-minute will close weak bullish with a long rejection week? Then wait for the sells. We'll see. I don't think so. We'll see. Just like waiting right now. Kaisar, a good trader. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. I'm ready to take a buy. Like Rajan created away. Can you? Okay, bro. Okay? Just already answered these questions. So 3 minutes left. These 3 minutes will going to give us some kind of profit or loss. These 3 minutes. After these 3 minutes, we are just like going to take some decision. It's a decision time. Decision time incoming. Incoming decision time. Just like waiting right now. Just waiting right now. Decision time incoming in 2 minutes. And there's just like more than 200 people just watching the live stream, and I'm just having like a 90 likes. Guys, hit the like button and tell your family I'm just like providing the free education here. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. 30 minutes just about to be close. 30 minute about to be close. 50 minute. 50 minute. I'm just like having a dynamic risk here. Just like 2 minutes left. Just 2 minutes left. One entry will be somewhere here. Second entry would be somewhere here. And stop loss will be below this area for buys. For sells, only if this break the low for the continuation. Just like waiting right now. Yes, just like 1 minute left, guys. Just like 1 minute left. Just 1 minute left for the candle to be close, and I'm just like waiting right now. Wow, look at this one. Look at this one. If this candle just like going to be closed with a small body, next kind of create a wick, break the low, that also a good scenario. But right now we are looking at 30 minute and 50 minute. Okay, getting ready. 1 minute left. Just like 1 minute left. If you guys are like feeling risky one, don't execute on this structure. If you just feel risky, don't execute. And if you just like confidence on it but still feel risky, if you just like 50-50, go with the lower lot size. But when the 30-minute scenario will happen, we don't have to wait for the M15 close, right? Yeah, exactly. If 30 minutes, if you know what, if this 50 minutes just like going to be closed with a small body, and next candle creator we can break this both candle low somewhere here, so it will be breaking the low of the previous 30-minute as well. So that also makes sense for the sales actually. 30-minute, just like few seconds left, just like few seconds left, just like a few seconds left, just 15 seconds. Look at this one. I would like to see this candle a very small body for the sales. If it's just like going to be closed with a little healthy body, I will go for the buy, to be honest. Yes, just like waiting. Okay, it's just like close, indecision. Okay, 30-minute, it's just like not like that kind of candle. So what, so here we go. It's just like not that kind of candle. Here I'm just like placing my stop loss, because 50 minutes just like a little healthier than the previous candle. Yeah, I just like executed a buy, sell, buy here actually. 40 pips stop loss. This candle should have to be respect the previous 30-minute candle low, and then it should be start flipping upside. It's just like not that kind of candle which I just like wanted to see. I wanted to see a very weak bearish candle here for 30 minutes to go for the sells. So let's see if it could continuously pushing upside now. Yeah, did not even created a wick. Wow, break the low, breaking the low, but still respecting the previous 30-minute low. If it just like start flipping, break its own high, it could continuously pushing upside. Let's see. Dynamic risk, I would like to add two position if it just like close with a little healthier than this one actually. So just like created a resistance, created a support, and now let's see if it could break above its own high and continuously pushing upside. We'll see. Just waiting right now, because sales actually I'm just like not comfortable with the sales right now, to be honest. Just like looking at this one, it could be risky one. Wow, still it's just like not creating a upper wick. If it just like wanted to go down, it should have to be create a wick and break the low, then it will continuously pushing downside. Okay, now I have entered with my plan, so I have to stick with my analysis. That's it. This is why I'm just like doing forex. Yeah, it's also like a exhaustion candle, but the way the 250 minutes just like closed, that's why I just like executed. You know what, that's why I just like executed. So let's see, because it's like been 30 minutes already passed, but H1 just like still holding its position. So let's see, H1 M30 close in a bullish form, M15 250 minutes just like close in a bullish form. Sales only make sense if it just like hit my SL. That's it. And as far as it will respect the previous candle low, this one, it should continuously pushing upside. So let's see, just like not even breaking above its own high. It's just like a showing a strong bearish momentum in it. Wow, damn, breaking its own low again. I'm just like not comfortable with the sells now. I'm like more comfortable with the buys right now. You know what, let's see. As far as this candle just respecting the previous candle low, it could continuously pushing upside, and if you just like getting scared, lower the lot size. That's all you can do. Rather than that, you can stay away from this structure. I'm depending on the volume of London, creditor resistance, creditor support. Still, it's just like exhaustion candle, but I'm just like getting some feelings it could continuously pushing upside. Yeah. Sells are very risky. Yes, exactly. Sells are risky, and I'm just like waiting right now. I'm actually not gonna take sells. You know what? That's why I just like took a buy. As far as this candle respecting the previous candle low, it could continuously pushing upside. If it's just like not gonna respect the previous candle low, it's just like gonna take my SL. Believe me. So let's see. Oh wow, broke the low. Damn. No, just like continuously. No, I am just like wow. I don't like this thing to be hit my SL. I'm just like not gonna change my bias. You know what? I don't know why, but if this candle just like break its own high, we'll see if I can give my trade another chance. Very bad. Hmm. Wow, continuously pushing downside. Now it's just like also broke the previous H1. Oh, damn. Should have to wait for the candle to create a wick and then break above the high. That makes sense. Such a bad trade I have just done today. Wow, such a bad trade. Look at this one. 30 minutes just like broke the low, broke the support, broke the structure. Now it will continuously pushing downside. I think so. It's just like gonna happen the same thing what's just happening during the London session from the previous 2 days. It's just like gonna fill. Now look at this one. This candle H1 also break the low of the previous H1, which just do not have a bottom. Wow, someone just like secured 90% on sells. Wow, but I was just like in a bullish form. Told you it's a bullish fake out. Yeah, look at this one. Wow, a proper structure just formed. Created a resistance, created a support, broke the support, and here I just like get out because I just knew that if I just like never close my trade here, it will be a huge stop loss. I'm just like gonna get there. Why are you not taking sells? I set some bias waiting for the candle to be closed. Actually, it's a mistake I have just done here. It's a mistake. This candle should have to be create a wick and break above the high. That makes sense for the buys on a 30-minute time frame. But as this candle also going to be just close with exhaustion candle, H1 also closed with this exhaustion candle. 30 minutes just like created a support and broke the support. It's just like a very beautiful structure, you know what? But sometimes it happens. We just like can't do anything about it. Wow, damn. Someone just like everyone just like got 100 pips sell. Wow, the sign for a sell was the M15 high getting lower. Exactly. You are right. It's just like respecting the previous high. What a beautiful sells it was. More than 130 pips. I think so. I just like do something forcefully. Continuously looking for the buys actually. So it's just like it happened again. It's a third day and London session created a resistance going in a bullish form and then it's just like continuously pushing downside. It's a third day. 2 week bullish candle usually sells off. Yeah, exactly. It also makes sense. That's why just like place the stop loss here because if this candle break this both candle, I knew it will be drop. So I just like need to place my SL here. If I just like never place my SL here, I could gonna take a huge loss here, more than $200 to $300. What a crazy trade exactly. Wow. Yes, sir. Sometime listen your overstone. Okay. If you look at 50-minute candles, they are closing week bullish. Yeah, exactly. You are right. I take sell and make 60 pips. Very nicely done. Yes, sir. Got 77 pips on sell. Wow. Just look at this one. Even I was just like continuously talking about. Even I just like continuously telling you. Even I just like took a buy. People just like take sells. It's just like education. Just like go with them. So congratulations to those who just like grab this sell. It's just like a beautiful sell. I know. Yeah. Should have to be wait for this candle to create a wick and break above the high. Look at the selling pressure here. It just didn't even create a upper wick and broke the low. Wow. Clean traffic and boom. Within few seconds, it just like went more than 150 pips. But it is whatever it is. All I can do, just like lose less. If I can lose less, I can make more money. That's all I can do. You know what? So now just like need to wait for some new structure to be formed. Rather than that, I cannot look at this one. Both trades, I just like close my position number one here. If I just like never close this position, it will be a huge loss. If I just like never place my SL here, it could be a huge loss. Wow, look at this chutney. Mr. Chutney just took a sell here. Wow, very nice. Very nice. Makes sense. Buys and sells both. Wow. Congratulations to you. So I just like, it's just like not like a my day actually. What I can do, I just can't do anything about it. It is whatever it is. Everyone now trade against cash. Yes. Next time, just like go against me and you will see the results. Took sells on 30 pips. Done, very nice. I got 60 pips in sell, but I took market order, so my order slipped 25 pips. Otherwise, could have made wow. So just you just like need to flip from Dominion towards like Dominion market. You just like not gonna slip there. Thank you MFU for the education. Yeah, exactly. This is also the proper structure of MFU, because if this candle just like broke the low, it's a pure counter trade setup. It's a pure counter trade setup. Look at this one. Already printed this one. Already printed this structure. I just didn't print it now. Already printed this one. Wow. So this structure just appeared now. Look at this one. This is a proof that your education stream is legit education. Yeah, thank you so much. You, to be honest, buys is all right. Just I prefer a strong bullish candle. Yeah, strong bullish. Or I, you know what? If I cannot create a weekend break above the high, that also makes sense. But it is whatever it is. You know what? Why I just like mostly on the side of bullish side, because of these candles. Look at the way. Look at the way how it just like lows and continuously pushing upside. That's why just like sitting on the more side of buy side actually. But look at this one. I just like printed this before that, and it just like appeared in the same way. Wow. But look at the stop loss. Wow. Just like hit the stop loss. If you just like never place the stop loss, what could be the loss? I just like lost I think so in this trade I lose $40, 40 pips. So if I just like never close this with the 40 pips, it could be like 240 pips. Wow. Oh, thanks for the knowledge, sir. Welcome. Okay, trading view just like secured 170 pips. Wow. See this? People just like stand at their own feet. This is what Market University actually provide you. You just like never need to depend or rely on anyone. You will just like stand at your own feet. See that no one just like took my signal. They're just like doing the thing with their own hands. Look at this one. Just someone just like took a sell, placing stop loss, and wow, make a huge money. Very nicely done. What a beautiful trade it was. What a beautiful trade. And your second guess yourself, oh bro. Thanks for your support. We done this. Yes. Let's just look at this one. Wow, 148 pips just like grabbed here. Very nice. Beautiful. Very nicely done. So second structure just like worked out here perfectly. The key was that you manage your risk. Yeah, it's just like very. Look at this one. I knew that if I just like going to hit my SL, if it just like broke the low of the previous 30-minute, this will become invalid. Then it could be give me a huge loss there. So yeah, what if it is can I just start rejecting and break its own high? Can I give my trade another chance? We'll see. I learned a lot with this stream, so many possibility and take some time to learn and see them on chart. Yes, took the same buy trade, lost 1% with dynamic 20 pips. You know, you see that I was just like before that I having a plan to go as a dynamic risk, and I'm just like wanted to add one more position into it. If you just like remember while I was just like talking about in the stream, so I was just like gonna add one more position into it. But I just like didn't execute it second position because the way the previous 50-minute can just like close, it doesn't make sense to add one more position into it. And you know what, dynamic risk also doesn't make sense in this situation. Dynamic risk will make sense Now let me just like break down my mistake here, so I can learn too. If this candle close with a healthy body, if this candle close with a healthy body, then it makes sense to add one position somewhere here, add one position here. Then there's a probability candle will create a wick and break above the high. Then dynamic risk makes sense. This is a mistake just like done here, dynamic risk. But I'm like happy that I just like didn't enter one more position into it and let it to hit my SL and leave it. Yeah, actually if the last bullish candle have closed with big body, then the entry should be the best of yours. I think the candle closed with small body bullish and rejected. That was waiting for, yeah, exactly. So I was waiting for lower wick, then break of opening price for a buy. So no trade for me. I need wicks, not confidence enough yet to execute soon as candle over. Yeah, exactly that. Actually, I was just expecting volume here. You know what? I was expecting volume, but it is whatever. That's why we just like here. We just like need to wait for structure to be formed. Then we just like need to give our trade a chance, or we just like need to understand. Once we are just like going to be execute on some structure, what should be risk we should like take there, what should be the risk we just like gonna take there. That's the only decision you just like need to take there, right on the support actually. Missed the trade, but no problem. Good, got great education today. To be honest, thank you so much. I told you cash buy, take impulse entry, sell. Okay. Do you think this kind of volatility will continue from now on? No one can predict that one. Anything can be happen. Uh, Sir, my net is gone. Okay, I missed this trade, but happy to work. Method good works. Okay, sir. Now I think Wick will sells valid. No, there's just like no sells. There's just like no buys. Now you just like need to understand one thing. This is the now this candle just like about to be closed. It's just like close. I think so. Yeah, 50 minutes just like close. So just like need to readjust the zones here. This is the zone. Now this support become our resistance. All right. This support just like become our resistance. Here you go. This is this support become our resistance. And if now, let me just like remove this thing. The next scenarios will be if candle just like continuously pushing downside and create some kind of support on the support area, there's a probability it could continuously pushing upside. Or you can go ahead like this. If this candle just like come down, create some kind of support and then broke below the support, so it could continuously pushing downside. That also makes sense. Or if it just like go up, create some kind of resistance again, give you some kind of confirmation candle, it will go to the down. Buys now, buys only make sense if the candle just like going to be close above this resistance area which was support before. Now buys only make sense if a candle just like about to be close above this resistance area, the next candle create a wick and break above the high, it will continuously pushing upside. This makes sense. I was waiting for the lower wick, then break. Okay, it was really good educational stream. Too much to learn today. Yeah, exactly. It's just like a very educational, to be honest. Okay. On the top of your screen is showing like you lost almost $400 plus. Wow. Where? Where? Where I lost $400 plus? Where? Can you show me where? Oh, you talking about the pips, man. That's a pips counter. That's not like a $400. That's a function of magic keys. It shows the pips only, not dollars. I only lose $40 on this trade. Look at this one. Look at this one. Just like $41 including spreads. See this one? Not $400. Because I knew I'm just like gonna taking some kind of risky trade. So why just like need to put more money into it? I still have a I had a plan to play with $150. Still right now I'm just looks like $70. Still I'm having one trade with me to taken actually. Once I just like lose that target, then I will just like close the chart. That's it. The third trade, why we are just like gonna take the third trade during the NY session might be. And if I just like lose that one, then you know what, this profit which I just like made this week, I'm just like gonna withdraw this money and will enjoy the week. Because later, you know what, they just might be CPI just going to be appear, might be they just like a volatility going to be happen, because as we are heading towards Friday as well. So might be today I'm just like gonna end my week and will take this withdraw and bring this account back to the $5,000. Why people are about others' money should have focus on this is how world actually running. Someone just like got 147 pips. Wow. What about breakout week will sell? Breakout week will sell? No sell. So no sells right now. If you just like want to take a sell, wait for, look at this one. It's just like move 230 pips. If you just like wanted to go for the sells, wait for the structure to be formed. Let the candle to create some kind of support, then broke the support. What happened here? Wait for the same thing to be appear here for the weak fill or for the sells. Or I would say if you just like come down, create some kind of resistance, I will go for the buys. Or if you just like come down, create some kind of counter trade setup, then I will go for the buy. If you just like come down doing some kind of consolidation, then break above the high or break the low, I will go for the sell, go for the buy. These all things actually printed in my mind. All I just like need to do, just like need to wait. You know what, even this is our structure. Look at 30-minute. We just like continuously taking trades on these kind of structures. We just like taking trades on this kind of structure. This is our structure. This is the structure of Market 50 University. It's a signature trade of Raja bro. So if I just like not in a bias and can I create a, we can break the low, I will be in a sells. There's nothing different happened here. It the things just like appeared here. It's just like it's one of our structure. That's why many people just like grab money here, because they knew that if you just like break the low, hit my stop loss, it will be continuously pushing downside. Guess what percentage of taxes you pay? Don't ask me this question. I'm just like, I cannot explain it. What just like going on with me in my country actually. My account are just like freezed right now. I am just having a case with my banks. They just like wanted me to explain from where the money coming from. So yeah, I'm paying my taxes. I'm paying a lot of tax actually as well. But still, there's just like no proper law in my country, so I just like need to face these kind of things actually. Move to Dubai, yeah, soon. We'll see, not yet, we'll see. What percent of profit do you withdraw each week? It depends actually. I just like this month just about to be closed. Today is just like 23, tomorrow gonna be 24, then Saturday is just like gonna be 25, then 26, then there will be like 3 to 4 days left for the closure of monthly. And might be soon the US government just like also coming back live, and the shutdown just like going to be end, so it's just gonna be very volatile. So I'm just like not gonna ruin my complete month. I just like made almost like how much I just like made on these accounts. So if I just like made $1,260, so it could be like a 30, I would say $1,260. What will be the percentage of, not talking about my other account, I'm just like talking about the capital I'm just like using right now. My other accounts are just having different thing. Let me just see this one. So calculator, how much percentage I have just like made, uh, 5000 into 25 divided by 100. Okay, I just like made 25% this month actually. 25% of this capital of $5,000 account. Look at this one. 25% just like more than enough. Now just like suppose that you are using like a 100K account or a 200K account, and you just like making 25% on that one. So it will be like a $25,000, because the education will work in the same way. Yes. Is trading legal in Pakistan? Trading actually legal in Pakistan, but they just like telling you to do trading on their own brokerage houses and their brokerage houses where we just like taking. Suppose that if I'm just like taking sell somewhere here on my brokerage house in Pakistan, it might be open somewhere here, including general sales tax and everything, and they also like will gonna do any kind of scam with you. So yeah, a lot of things just like need to be fixed here actually. A lot of things actually. Didn't you show them the trade? Same with your with my uncle. His easy paisa has been blocked due to the. You know what? These days in Pakistan, many accounts just like start getting blocked. Don't know why. You know what? Don't even if you just like doing any normal business here, there's something going on. It's called like a chain dispute. Like someone like do some fraud, like it's a 10th person who just like did a fraud and he just like transfer the money to another one, then another, and then you are the last one, like your turn is just like the last one, you are on the 10th number. But once they just like start closing their like freezing their accounts, they will just like freeze all the accounts from where those money just travel from. So these things just like happening too much right now in Pakistan. Like it's called like a chain dispute. Like someone just like did a scam, why not you just like grab them at the spot? Why you just like letting the money to like flow to many other accounts? So many businessmen who just like not even doing trading, they just like facing the same situation here. Even I just like open a case, I just like need to go to court, and let's see, it is whatever it is, can't do anything about it. What should be my highest stop loss, Mr. Rohit? What kind of question you are asking? Should not be, I would say, more than 1 to 2% risk of your capital. Suppose that here, if I just like lose this trade, it might be I just like lose 1% in this trade. See this one, just like $40, 1%, 1% of my capital. So if it's just like a might be if it's just like a very like a having higher probability setup, so might be I'm just like gonna with a higher lot size. Make sense? So might be I just like gonna with 2%, but not more than that. Okay. Candles are pretty big, so just lower the lot size. Lower the lot size, you will just like get a smaller stop loss. Will bring you back into 1 to 2% risk of your capital. I was going to say to okay, look at this one. Wow, this M5 just like breaking the low. But I just can't do anything. I just like need to wait for the new structure to be formed. So this is the place. If you just like took one loss, you just like need to stay away from the chart. It's very important. It's very important for the psychology as well, because someone might cannot handle the losses. They will start doing the revenge trade. Might be they again take a buy here, again take a buy here, again take a buy here. If like it just like hit your SL, just like stay away from the chart and look at the mistake, just like journal your trade, just like break down your trade, what mistake you just done there. And while you just like going through the process, your senses will be back into normal condition. Like as right now I'm just like discussing with you, providing you the education, doing the stream, I just like didn't give my trade any chance here, because it's just like gone, it's just like gone in few seconds. Never let me to give my trade any chance here. So now you know what, I cannot go for the execution somewhere here by predicting the market. I cannot buy somewhere here, cannot sell here, anything. I just cannot do anything here. All I just like need to do now, I just like need to wait for proper structure to be formed on the chart. Once I just like go by proper structure on the chart, then I will think about to give my trader another chance. And if I just like gonna lose another 1%, then I will just like close the chart and will call it a day. That's what I do every day actually. You know what? I just want to keep my SL as small as possible. So you know what, Rohit, might be you just like join recently the forest industry. This kind of volume we just like never even saw during the COVID actually. Market was just like not moving like in this way. A single 50-minute candle, if you just like look at this 50-minute candle, this 50-minute candle just like move like more than 200 pips. You know what, previous days before, like 8 to 9 months, I remember once market moved like 200 to 300 pips, a daily candle once like moved 230 pips, something like that. So we just like call that, it's like a very volume, it's like a very beautiful day for the volume. There's just like a huge volume in the market. Those days we just like calling a 230 pips daily candle like that. But these days a single 15-minute candle is just like printing like more than 230 pips. Even a 5-minute candle printing like a 10 100 pips. So you just like cannot do anything, you just like need to adopt the market. So if you just like really wanted to adopt the market and you want to be a part of your trade, just lower the lot size. You will just going to be get the same result, going to be get the same money, going to be lose the same money, which you just like. So by doing this thing, you will be remain in the market. There's a probability you just like gonna make some money there too, very high probability. So just lower the lot size and be a part of your trade. That's it. That's all you can do. You also need to stay away once you are in profit. Yeah, exactly the same rule implement. If you just like make some money, just like stay away from there. Look at this one. Today is a third day and London did the same thing. Went up, showing a strong bullish momentum, create a support, broke the support. Look at this one again, it's just like pushing downside. Wow, it's a third day. This is something I'm noticing and it's just like reacting in the same way. Daily candles are 1000 pips crazy. Yeah, exactly. These days it's like a normal, a daily candle just like moving $100 actually. It's good to wait for the next setup which builds the psychological rather the revenge trade. Exactly. Wait for the next structure to be appear. If you just like really wanted to give your trade any chance, wait for the new structure to be formed. Use Just use magic keys, set your risk, and then don't have to worry about low size as works it out for you. Yeah, Bhav was just like right. If you just like knew about the magic keys, then just like buy that. You can manage your risk with just like one button. And you know what? If you just like go with my links, you're just gonna get 25% off on Magic Keys with the code QAS25. Marketing time. Yeah, just waiting right now. Okay. So I think so it's been like a more than 1 hour, 1.5 hour, which is like continuously doing the stream. So you know what? Now we are just having like a resistance. We are having like a support on the left hand side. Look at this one, 30-minute support, 30-minute resistance. So if a candle just like come down, create some kind of support, then you can go for the buys. And if you just like the way just like moving right now, it did not retest this low, then if it just like come up, create some kind of resistance, then you can go for the buys to retest the low. These are the execution you can go with. Or if you just like doing some kind of consolidation and then break above the high, you can go for the buys. Break the low, you can go for the sells. Or if the candle just like create some kind of counter trade setup, like create a resistance, create a support, break above the resistance, you can go for the buys. So these are the structure now. The new structure you just like need to form on the charts. Till that, stay away, just like relax, chill, and wait for the structure to be appeared, same as it is what just like happened here on a 30-minute time frame. Look at this one, a proper structure just like appeared here. So I'm just like heading off now. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Monday Raja Bro will do the stream. On Friday also Raja Bro will do the stream. Till that, be safe, be careful. I will like be connected with you guys in Mark Everett University. And till that, I would like to tell you guys just like wait for the proper structure to be formed. Just like just wait. And very high probability you just, if you just like wait, you will just gonna pay. Like you will like easily, if someone just like took loss here, it will be very easy to recover this 40 pips, because look at the movement of the market moving like 200 pips. It's just like in an easy way. So like these days getting 70, 60, 80 pips, it's just like easy one. So if you just like give your trade another chance with a proper structure, very high probability you just like gonna make money, and you will bring back in the will be back from these losses. So yeah, thank you so much. See you guys soon. Till that, be safe, take care, and bye bye. Dun, 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 dun.